What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Chill, where I, Graham G.S. Matthews, break down all the original content you watch on the WWE Network. And today we're talking the September 19th, 2020 edition of Talking Smack. Now, I am well aware I am putting this up a day later than usual. I had a chance to watch the show as soon as it was uploaded to the network on Saturday morning. I just didn't have a chance to record this review until later on Sunday. So I went to bed super late on Friday working on stuff, woke up on the earlier side to get more work done. I had a chance to record that SmackDown review that I put up yesterday. I was hoping to do the Talking Smack review too. So what happened was I left to go to the Yankee Candle Factory, the Yankee Candle headquarters, I believe, in Massachusetts with Alexis and her brother for the day. We got back on the later side, but I was hoping to upload the video on late Saturday night, but I hadn't recorded the audio yet. So I didn't really have time to, I was watching Infinity War, fucking Avengers Endgame and Night of Champions 2010. I had no time to really to record this review until now. So I apologize for the delay. Usually the Talking Smack reviews go up the same day as they're uploaded to the network, later on Saturday. So just a bit of a heads up. You can check out all my other my SmackDown reviews, those as well here on the channel, but more so my Talking Smack reviews as it relates to this video in the description box down below. Check out the Talking Smack reviews playlist for the weekly Talking Smack reviews. So as far as this episode is concerned, it was decent on the whole. Wasn't anything really that great. I enjoyed it. It was on the shorter side, thankfully so, at around like 20-21 minutes. But nothing really must see here. So if there's any review of a Talking Smack that that really has no issue being delayed, it would probably be this one, because this wasn't really that newsworthy of a show. So we had Caleb Braxton and Xavier Woods hosting, as always, talking about the Thunderdome and Big E's return, which obviously Xavier knows all about. They then welcome on Heavy Machinery. And on SmackDown on Friday, Heavy Machinery, specifically Otis, as Tucker made it quite clear on SmackDown and on Talking Smack itself, that Otis, not Tucker, but rather just Otis, not entirely Heavy Machinery, was slammed with a lawsuit from The Miz and John Morrison for negligence of the Money in the Bank briefcase and for interrupting their news program and, whatever else, aggressive assault or what. I forgot exactly what he was being quote-unquote sued for, but he discusses that here. He also discusses stripping The Miz on SmackDown, which he did down to his tighty-whities, which not exactly a sight I needed to see, but that's WWE comedy in 2020 for you. So anyway, Tucker clarified again that it was only Otis getting the one being sued. Not Tucker, not Heavy Machinery, solely Otis, which I thought was interesting. They do discuss Mandy being brought to Raw real quickly. They alluded to it on SmackDown, but I thought they would say, oh, Mandy's on Raw, but you can bring her back if you... that could... Oh, it's still late to that. But I thought he would say, oh, you could always bring her back to SmackDown if you just put your briefcase on the line. And it still might go there, but it certainly looks like Mandy Rose might be a permanent addition to Raw, which I'm not exactly sure how to feel about that. They bring up that Tucker actually has an accountant degree. I did not know that, but maybe that could be used to their advantage. I would like to see Joseph Park, who we actually saw on Talking Smack last week with AJ Styles. I would like to see Joseph Park on SmackDown representing Otis. I think that could be amazing. But he also said about him and Mandy that they're confused and conflicted, but things could not be better between them and Heavy Machinery and whatever. He's looking at it as a positive. And then he sends a message to The Miz. He gets really intense, really aggressive, saying that he's coming for The Miz and that he's going to destroy this lawsuit, blah, 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 whatever. They then welcome on Lacey Evans as the second guest to this episode. She's wearing not just a mask, but like a full-on face shield. I guess being overly cautious, being OCD, and just really being... Listen, I encourage everyone to wear their masks, but Lacey was being a bit too aggressive here with the gloves and the face shield, and she wasn't doing it just to be safe. She was doing it to be annoying. So she brings an action figure of herself. She shows off some t-shirts of hers and whatnot. She's showing off her merch. I have no idea what any of this had to do with anything. I don't know if being overly, clean is her new gimmick, as I said, because on SmackDown, which I forgot to mention in my audio SmackDown review yesterday, during her match with Nikki Cross on Friday, she took some Lysol or hand sanitizer or something, and she wiped it in the eyes of Nikki. And the commentators correctly said on commentary, how is that legal? How is that remotely legal? That makes absolutely no sense, which was incredibly stupid. So we saw more of that here with the whole face shield and the hand sanitizer and the gloves. And I guess being a Karen is Lacey's new gimmick. I guess if she was being a Karen, then she wouldn't be wearing a mask at all. But She was like, oh, you're too dirty. I don't want to interact with you people, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't address the attack from Alexa Bliss on SmackDown, but she says that she has yet to win a championship, but she will. She promises she will soon win the SmackDown Women's Championship. But basically, she was here on Talking Smack to say that she wants her own show, to show how all the women should be supporting their men and cooking them dinner, some really, stereotypical stuff. But that's her gimmick, though. I mean, I assume this would probably be ripped apart if it was a guy saying this shit, but because it's Lacey, because I guess that's part of her gimmick, to be this old-fashioned woman who does everything for her man and whatever, I guess it works. It just doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't make me want to hate her. Just really dumb stuff. I don't know. I'm not really digging the whole new heel Lacey thing. I thought she was getting over nicely as a babyface. I thought she was doing well in that role until they were at a shortage of heels on the show, so they turned her heel. Whatever. So she starts trashing Kayla. They kind of get into it a little bit, and that was it. So this was really pointless. She was on Talking Smack to say that she wants her own talk show. We don't need more fucking talk shows on SmackDown. We had literally 2 on SmackDown this week. We had Miz TV or the Dirt Sheet rather, and technically Miz TV. We had that's 3, but we had the Dirt Sheet. We didn't have Miz TV, but that's another one. And we also have Moment of Bliss. We do not need another fucking show being hosted by Lacey Evans. No, thank you. And we also technically had the Firefly Funhouse, which wasn't on SmackDown this week, but that's another one, even though it's not really a talk show. No thanks. So finally, they bring on Jeff Hardy, the Intercontinental Champion. Xavier Woods is on like full-on Mark mode on this show. He's like praising Jeff Hardy's creativity. You can tell he's really excited to have Jeff on the show, which I thought was cool. They announce as breaking news, and it's not really fucking breaking news, but that the ladder match of the pay-per-view will be winner take all, which we kind of already assumed, but the winner of this match will be determine the rightful and the true Intercontinental Champion. So I don't know if that means they're going to have both belts on the line here. And what Sammy has isn't an actual championship belt. I mean, it is, but he's not the Intercontinental Champion. He left, they vacated the championship, he relinquished it technically, and that was it. He's not the Intercontinental Champion, but in storyline, he thinks that he is. So I don't know if it's going to be like a WrestleMania 10 type of deal, where they have both Intercontinental belts hanging above the ring. I would assume so. I'm not exactly sure, though. They didn't make that clear. But he was very positive here. He has a very positive outlook on life now, which is cool. Said that he's blessed to still be doing this in wrestling. He called the Sheamus feud controversial, but it helped him realize that feud, that he's right where he should be in life right now. And again, he doesn't really break any news, nothing overly exciting. He's just really positive and whatever, talking about the support of the crowd and how he's going to feel that crowd, even in the Thunderdome at Clash of Champions, as they will him on to win the Intercontinental Championship, or help him win that match. And he feels he's at a point in his career now where he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. He knows he's the Intercontinental Champion, and he's very excited to be in that ladder match of the pay-per-view. And if anyone knows a thing or two about ladder matches, it would be Jeff Hardy. And I said this in my SmackDown audio review yesterday, but I don't think Jeff's been in a ladder match. I don't think he's been in a ladder match in WWE since he came back, aside from the one that he was involved in the very match he returned in with Matt at WrestleMania 33, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team ladder match for the Raw Tag Team titles that he won. I don't think he's been in one since then. I don't think he's been in any Money in the Bank ladder matches. He was in an Iron Man match. I remember that with the Bar. He was in a Hell in a Cell match 2 years ago. He's been inside the Elimination Chamber. I don't think he's been in another ladder match, though I might be wrong. But I'm looking forward to that match. Hardy, Styles, Zayn, it should be great. So again, overall, a fairly decent episode of Talking Smack. No breaking news. I mean, I guess the winner take all shit, but I don't know. Usually I expect more from Talking Smack. I really enjoyed last week's show. This was just kind of there. Not a bad show, but one of the weaker editions since they started doing the show again about a month ago. So check it out right now on the WWE Network, the September 19th, 2020 edition of Talking Smack. That being said, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Be sure to like this video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Be sure to hit that little bell button as well to be notified every time a new video goes up. Tomorrow, we got 2 videos going up because this video got delayed until today. I not only have the latest WWE timeline review, not the latest, but it was from like a week or 2 ago, on the Ric Flair-Randy Savage feud. She was mine before she was yours. I reviewed that episode from 2 weeks ago. That's going up tomorrow here on the channel, in addition to the latest installment in the MCU Rewatch Review series with myself and special guest Nick Torres breaking down Avengers Infinity War. So if that's your thing, check that out tomorrow. It's a great episode. Just got done recording it, and that's going to be up tomorrow as well. So again, be subscribed, hit that little bell button to be notified every time a new video goes up. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.